Why, hello there, everyone. Just finished season 2 here in our franchise mode with the Seattle Whalers. Was a pretty good sophomore year for this young Seattle franchise. And I'm just going to go ahead and go in and do a quick recap on the season. So, the Stanley Cup champions for the 22 season are your Tampa Bay Lightning. That's right. They get it done yet again. They win it in 2020 and they take it again in 2022. We were able to win the Stanley Cup in 2021. The Seattle Whalers are forever penciled in, making history. But our sophomore season, I would say, is quite successful as well. Hang on, stupid Windows update. Remind me tomorrow. Okay. Gotta love Windows Update. So yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning winning the President's Trophy. Colorado Avalanche taking it the season prior. Your Los Angeles Kings make it to the Stanley Cup final this season. Pretty surprising there in the West, but they get it done. Not quite all the way, but they definitely make a name for themselves. And then your Prince of Wales Trophy, Tampa Bay Lightning. Last season, we made it against the New York Islanders. So there you have it. Tampa Bay Lightning, very top team. We'll go to the individual awards. The Art Ross Trophy goes to Austin Matthews of your Toronto Maple Leafs. You have Alex Ovechkin winning the Art Ross Trophy last year, but Austin Matthews takes it this year. Hart goes to Austin Matthews. Brent Burns takes the James Norris Memorial Trophy. Lady Byng again to Austin Matthews. G. Denisenko wins the Calder out of Florida. Conn Smythe goes to Braden Point. Taylor Hall winning it last season. Vezina, Tuukka Rask out of Boston. Interesting. Vasilevsky winning the William M. Jennings Trophy. Nick Holden winning the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy. Jennings winning the Jack Adams Award out of LA. Frank Jaselki goes to Anze Kopitar. Ted Lindsay goes to Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews winning quite a lot of hardware. Another Maurice Rocket Richard. So Austin Matthews is really the face of the league. Let's go visit the playoff tree. So, first round, we go up against the Edmonton Oilers this year. We were able to knock them out in 6 games, defeating McDavid and Draisaitl. In the second round, we take on the San Jose Sharks, and unfortunately, they get the best of us. I really thought we would have a really good chance, especially with their poor goaltending, having Martin Jones at 81 overall. But they somehow managed to squeeze out and knocked us out in 6 games. So they beat the Vegas Golden Knights, surprisingly. The Kings beat Dallas in 5 games, and then Colorado beat Nashville. So you saw Colorado and LA. Colorado losing to LA, and then you have San Jose and LA in the Western Conference Finals. Of course, LA sweeping the Sharks. And in a tight 7-game contest against the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Lightning got there by beating the New York Rangers in 5. And very tight Stanley Cup Finals with Tampa winning their second Stanley Cup in 3 years. So pretty good, awesome year as we prep for the next upcoming season. Going 46-30-6. Pretty solid record, I would say. Take a look at our player stats for the regular season. So I don't have everyone, unfortunately. Compared to last year, we did lose Paul Stastny due to free agency. We just don't have the salary cap, so we had to say goodbye to him. He was still 83 overall at 36, 37 years of age, so it's sad to see him go as he kind of rekindled his career here in Seattle, but so be it. We still have Eric Stahl coming in. He grew tremendously at 84 overall. Last season, I believe he was only 80 overall, but he goes to 84 overall after posting 58 points last year. His first season in Seattle. So that's good to see. We have him re-signed at a 1-year, $3.5 million contract. Bo Horvat, another new face. So we acquired him at the 2022 trade deadline. Um, we ended up acquiring him from Vancouver. And unfortunately, with 8 games remaining on the year, he got injured with a concussion, and he was not scheduled to return until June. So he missed out the entire postseason, dressing in only 14 regular season games with us, posting 7 points in 14 games. Not too shabby, +5. But he's only 27 years of age, so I think that was a smart move, really rebolstering our center core. We could have maybe traded him away to make the cap space necessary for Stastny, but that's just not smart team planning. You just have to cut your losses at a certain point, and it sucks seeing him go, but it was necessary. And hopefully, Bo Horvat can stay healthy this year and have a good full season here in Seattle. He still has another 2 years left on his deal, on his contract, so we'll see how that will work out for us here. Travis Zajac, we ended up picking him up this year in free agency. Just kind of adding some depth here for our center core after losing Stastny is 80 overall, 37 years of age. Maybe he'll drop, but we got him cheap. So pretty good veteran to get. Looks like after spending, 15 seasons in New Jersey, he leaves for San Jose in 2020. And after 2 seasons in San Jose, decides to sign here in Seattle. Artem Anisimov, a big surprise. I really couldn't see him much of a future with this club. But last season, he stayed with us. Played 79 games, despite the previous season spending pretty much the entire season in the AHL. This season, he comes in, plays in 79 games, plus 21 points. Decent little third, fourth line center for us. Has the experience. He can also play left wing, so pretty decent depth player. Sam Gagner, same thing, depth player, but posted 78 games played. Pretty amazing. Despite sitting out the entire 2020 through 2021 season, he comes back in, plays almost 82 games with us. Is good for 17 points. Was neutral on the plus and minus, so that's good. So pretty decent center core. Again, if we suffer injuries, I think we still have some depth in the AHL, but not a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot. And I just don't have any cap space to really add anyone, so that kind of sucks. But we'll make do this season. Taylor Hall, the stud of the team, the guy who pulls the horse, jumped up to 90 overall after an 89-point season, 54 goals. Can you believe it? I mean, he was in pace there for the Rocket Richard, but Austin Matthews beat him out, I think, with like 60 or 70 goals or something crazy like that. But amazing year there by Taylor Hall. I think you can definitely expect here coming in for year 3 that he's going to keep up the pace. Just turned 30 years old, so he's definitely getting up there, but I think we can still get a couple really solid years out of this dude. So happy to have him on the team. Only 2 years left on his deal at 8.35, so have to keep that in mind for Taylor Hall. Marian Gaborik, can you believe it, dude? 44 goals, 83 points. Are you serious? Jumped up to 86 overall. That is just unheard of. Marian Gaborik rekindling his career at age 40. Pretty crazy stuff, man. First line forward category. So, yeah, I mean, we got him out of the expansion draft in 2020. Took him from Tampa Bay. He didn't even really play 2 seasons there. He didn't play for 2 years. Let's just pretend he was injured or whatever. He comes back last season, first season in Seattle, a career history of just being hurt, never playing, ends up playing 82 games, posts 52 points, pretty damn solid. In the playoffs last year, again, very effective, 19 points in 21 games played. Definitely a cornerstone piece in us winning the cup, right? So Marian Gaborik just has to be ecstatic with how his career has starting to come to a close. I mean, that's pretty damn incredible. 44 goals out of a 40-year-old, 39-year-old. I mean, that's pretty damn crazy. Point a game player. Not quite as effective this season in the playoffs, right? But with a -3 there, but still 7 goals, 9 points. Not too shabby there. So hopefully he'll have another good year. We got him signed for $7 million for 2 years. I know that's kind of steep, and yeah, that's kind of steep for a 40-year-old player. But hey, if he can have another what, even 40, 35 goal year, I mean that's that's value in my book. So hopefully Marin Gabrick does not drop off. Michael Raffle, man, Michael Raffle. Got him at 26 points last year. Good little third, fourth line depth player. I do like Michael Raffle a lot. Just got him signed at a cheap contract extension, so why not? Same thing with Peary, just a cheap depth player for us. Trying to save money whenever we can. Phil Kessel. Phil the Thrill Kessel, 34 years of age. Pretty good year, 38 goals, 50 assists for 88 points, right behind Hall. Gotta love Phil Kessel. So happy to have him on this club. Got him rocking and rolling for another year. Got him for another 3 seasons on his deal at 8.5. Phil Kessel. Bobby Ryan, 35 years of age, 67 points this season. Got him signed at a pretty modest extension as well. Bobby Ryan, almost 30 goals again this season. Hopefully he can continue the trajectory, but that's excellent. 68 and 67 point seasons here in Seattle. Bobby Ryan, the myth, the man, the legend. 86 overall as well. So it's kind of crazy to see how our team has grown, man. Got like 286 overall, Stahl 84 overall. It's pretty crazy. From rags to riches, it feels like. Okay, here's our defensive core. This is really my pride and joy of the team. So last season, I went ahead and acquired Shea Weber in a deal, and unfortunately, he retired. So that's a bummer. But I went ahead and went out and traded Vanacek, our backup goalie, and I went ahead and acquired Travis Sanheim for the Philadelphia Flyers. He's 26 years of age. Last season, he only played 48 games. I don't know if that was, I guess that was due to injury. But he's at a very modest $2.3 million cap hit for 2 more years. 83 overall defenseman. That's a no-brainer. So I did trade a few draft picks and Vanacek for him. But again, I really hated to see Shea Weber depart, and I wanted to replace him. So that's what we went ahead and do. And I think we have one of the best defenses in the league, just out of sheer height, physicality, overall. I feel it's a very, very good defense, and I'm still happy Ryan Suter is a part of it, even though he is getting up there. But he's been relatively healthy, and he's a cornerstone piece of this club. He's been with us for 2 seasons now. Acquired him in like November of 2020 or something like that. But he was definitely part of our cup run, winning the cup with us here in Seattle. So Ryan Suter, he is definitely here, along with his line mate from Minnesota, Jared Spurgeon. Still got Josh Manson. We still got Jake McCabe. Got Tyler Myers. New acquisition, Travis Sanheim. And then Gustafson and David Savard for some depth defense. Still holding on to them. And between the pipes, we got UC Saros. And who was our backup? Well, if you look at our AHL, we got Pickard and Hutton. I think I did actually do an offer here in free agency, so we will see who will sign. But we really don't have a lot of space for some moves. Yeah, we do not have any. Well, we have 47 out of 50 contracts. I'm going to try to go ahead and, yeah, you can see Paul Stastny there on the market. There's still quite a few really solid veterans who we would love to get our hands on, but there's just no salary cap space. I would love to add Joe Pavelski or Ryan Getzlav or Krejci. I mean, this is what this team is. That's what I've decided to do, is just build around veterans. But unfortunately, there's just no space. But I'm going to see who we can maybe get. I think we could definitely use a center. But not much who you can get for under $1 million. That's for sure. Yeah, I think our AHL team could definitely use a center. Jay Beagle, Brian Boyle. I do like Brian Boyle. He's huge. I don't know when he last played. We could get this guy Dowd. Tyler Bozak is available. I'm going to go with Dowd. But I kind of want a power forward in Boyle. I know he's really old, but I think it's worth it. Let's try to offer Brian Boyle a contract. 1 year at 950,000. That's a fair contract for you, Brian Boyle. See if he signs. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Yep. So there you have Brian Boyle. And I think we might be able to also sign a goalie. I think we could also use a goalie as well. And that'll keep us at 49 contracts. So Drager's on the market. Yeah, there are no goalies available on the market. Oh, Jonathan Bernier. He's actually available. Yeah, I'm going to sign Jonathan Bernier. 33 years old. Yeah, I guess we'll sign him to a 2-year contract. We'll keep him between the AHL. Who was he last year with? Jonathan Bernier. He was with the LA Kings, so he returned to LA last year. And I guess he spent some time in Nashville too. And played in 3 playoff games. Wow. Posted pretty decent numbers. Yeah, we could use Jonathan Bernier. The question is 2 years or 1 year. I guess we'll go for 2 years. Why not? 2 years at 850,000 for Jonathan Bernier. And that will pretty much wrap up his career. Yep. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. So we have Jonathan Bernier in the system, which is good. And I think that's going to do it, guys. Just wanted to do a quick video. No gameplay, unfortunately, for this episode, but we'll see how we can do for the upcoming 2022 through 2023 campaign. I know November was the last time I finished a season, so I do take my time with this, kind of at a sluggish snail pace, but in a way it makes it more realistic. It definitely makes you cherish the players that you have. You get some playing time with them, and I'm enjoying this series a lot, actually, here with the Seattle Kraken. Probably going to go ahead and customize the jerseys as well, fix the gloves. How the gloves were kind of tacky. But yeah, I'm excited for the new season to come ahead. I think the Seattle Kraken are still a competitive playoff team. I think we have a really good defense, good goaltending, pretty decent offense as well. So I don't see why this club is not going to make the playoffs again. We'll see how the CPU does as well. I'm curious to see who are some up-and-coming teams for this upcoming year. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the new season. So long.